What's up, Christy? One Love Fellowship for Followers of Christ. I see the trolls are out in full force. You guys are really sad human beings. Do you know that? Do you know that the fact that you hate watch me just to attempt to ridicule me online? Like, what are you doing? You're sad and pathetic and lonely, apparently. Please go get a life. Anyway, it's day 3 of my dry fast, and day 2 is always a better energy. Day 3 is, I'm ready to rip someone's face off. I have a lot going on, but I can't really talk about most of it, so I don't know why I came on here. It was mostly just to say that all you hate watchers are just so sad. And that's the thing is, apparently there are so many people who hate me so much just because I represent something that they apparently can never be. And I don't even mean to say that in an arrogant manner, because the thing is you could. You could. If you would take all the effort that you're putting towards hating me and put it into loving yourself, then, yeah, then you could. I'm not trying to upstage anyone. I never was. In fact, all I'm doing is existing and being myself. And I'm not sure why that upsets you so much. Maybe because you feel like you can't be yourself, because deep down inside you feel like an awful human being, even though you probably project an image of, innocence and purity, and you want people to think that you're a sweet angel, but deep down you're not. And you think that that's how most people are. You think most people who appear to be sweet and innocent and loving and kind are truly awful humans on the inside, just like you. But that's not true, because some of us actually work on ourselves, and some of us actually do the work to heal, because we see those aspects of ourselves that we don't like. We know that's not who we truly are. We know that that's a product of our trauma and conditioning. We know that someone hurt us at some point, and that's why we lash out at others, and we don't want to be that, because we don't want to contribute to that cycle of trauma and harm. 227. So we actually do the work. We don't point the finger outwards at everybody else. We look inside of ourselves and say, okay, before I even begin to judge others, before I even begin to tell others how they should be and who they should be and how they should live, maybe I should look inside of myself and say, hey, are you actually living right? Are you actually doing the right things? Are you actually being the person that you aspire to be? Because until I truly am the person I aspire to be, I wasn't trying to project out onto everyone else, intentionally anyway. I mean, I'm not saying I've never been guilty of that. Don't get me wrong. I take accountability for the poor choices that I've ever made in any situation, under any circumstances, for any reason at all. I don't want to make excuses. I don't want to be someone who constantly makes excuses for myself and says, well, other people are attacking me, even though that is literally true, that I have been under attack my whole entire life by secret haters. People who hate me but can't even, do it in the open. You only do it because you think I'm not going to see it, because the technology prevents me from seeing 99.99% of the engagement that I have. And I'm aware of that. I'm aware of the fact that whatever engagement I do see is only a tiny fraction of whatever's actually there. But it doesn't matter. None of this matters. Social media, it matters in that it helps us get messages out that we couldn't otherwise get out. It matters that it helps us stay connected. It matters that it gives us a place to store our memories and everything, so that we, no matter what happens, no matter where we go, no matter, how things change, instead of lugging around all of these albums and all of these diaries and all of this stuff, you have this one online place where you can go and look back and see your progression over the years. At least for me personally, that is how I use my platform. It's less about other people and more about myself. And I don't mean that to sound selfish. It's just, I don't understand people who go online and perform for others when you're not even a paid performer. I guess that's your hope, is that you'll start getting paid for it. Me personally, I'm just me, and I put myself out there. And if anyone wants to witness it, there it is for you to witness. And if I'm contributing, that's amazing. And I do feel that I deserve compensation for my contributions, definitely. And I have made a lot of contributions that I have never been compensated for, and that's a travesty. But it doesn't change who I am. It doesn't stop me from being me. And I'm not going to get so hung up on all of that it pulls me off my path and pulls me out of character. So I don't know who this is for. I don't know who it'll help or if it'll help anyone at all, but I hope it helps someone today. Be kind. Be kind. You know, I mean, it doesn't cost anything to be kind, and it costs your dignity, your respect. Like, I don't know why do people think that hating other people, actively and intentionally hating other people, is going to garner them anything at all in the long run? Because it's not. You might think, oh, well, other people are going to think I'm cool because look how mean I am. I'm so mean. I'm so cool. No, it's not cool to be mean. You were lied to and you're believing a lie. So just stop, just be kind. It was 555. Again, I don't know if this is a helper, if it'll help anyone at all, but I hope it helps someone today. Just remember, you are loved. You are forgiven. You can be saved if you want to be, if you make the effort. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter what you've done or what's been done to you, you can repent, you can repair, you can be redeemed. Much love.